Real quick before this video starts, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the new update. I promise that I'm still working on a video that's not an update video, but I haven't finished it yet, so that'll be out soon. But as for the new update that came out just like an hour ago, we got the new fame system. If you click on a person's card by going to server overview, or at the top, but there's no one else here, so there's nothing at the top. You can see that there are now two buttons on this little row right here, an upvote and a downvote. Obviously, I mean, I hope you know what they do. Upvote will increase this number, downvote will decrease this number. This can go into negative too, so watch out for that. Don't get hated. At 5 fame, you can enter the code famous. It's only available for 12 hours after the update went live, which was at 9:30 p.m. basically EST. So you can convert that to your time zone and figure out when it's going to end. But yeah, 12 hours, so get to 5 fame really fast, because yeah, you don't have that much time to do that. There's a new ethereal strike ability for assassins. I'm gonna have to go into testing realm, but there should be a short clip on the screen. Basically, this teleports you to the opponent, and I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it also has like an after attack once you teleport. And then there's the new cone perk. This cone perk is kind of mid. It just replaces your tombstone with a cone. I thought it would have been a little bit cooler if the tombstone itself had like a little cone hat on top, but the perk's pretty useless, so it doesn't have to be cool or anything. There's a new 100 vit perk that makes you immune to being rooted, which is basically the trickster trap. So if you're like a knight or something with over 100 vit, you will not get rooted by the trickster trap. So you can just walk through it. You probably still take damage. I hope you still take damage, or else I'd be broken. But you'll no longer get stuck in place, which is super good. Finally, there's a way to actually not get affected by trickster traps. Even though it's not the most viable, it's really only viable on night, but it's still cool. You can now finally hide others' damage and hide EXP effects. Basically, the EXP effects are the orbs that fly out whenever you gain XP. You can now hide those. And then hide others' damage will just hide other people's damage, obviously, like it says. It won't hide yours, which is super good. I'd recommend having both of these on anyway, because to be honest, bro, I don't really care how much damage other people are doing. I want to see my damage, the damage that I worked for, so even if it's not to prevent lag, I just prefer this. But yeah, I'd recommend especially if you're on a low-end PC, to definitely enable both of these. And then we have some miscellaneous changes. We got Desecrate now heals during use, improved along with other Warlock abilities. So I'm not sure what the changes are to other Warlock abilities, but as it says, Desecrate will now heal you as the ability's going, instead of healing you all at once at the end. Blasting Slash can now be used while moving, removed end lag and reduced MP cost. Blade Spin now has accurate hit detection and double taunt range and fixed taunt death bug. Shields can now have up to 3 attack scrolls applied to them. It's not just attack scrolls. Ancient weapon scrolls can also be applied to them. But honestly, I don't recommend doing ancient weapon scrolls unless you want the stats, because I don't think it can go green. If you get 63 points or so from the attack scrolls, the cursed attack, it can actually go green, and having a green shield would look sick. I'd honestly prefer that over the stats, even though the stats might be more useful. But the curse scrolls grant attack, which works on offhand, so it'll increase your main weapon's attack, I'm pretty sure. So it's super good to curse those now, and it's also super cheap. So finally you can have gold plus tier shields. What the fuck? Hail of Arrows now has 120 meter range and reduced cooldown and slightly increased MP cost. I'm actually on my range right now, so I can do this. Before, Hail of Arrows would probably go to like the middle of this, what is this, like a rug? But now I should be able to get it like over to that doorway. Yeah, look at that, bro. Oh, it's so nice. And then it has an increased MP usage. It's still not that much, but it has a lower cooldown. I can use it basically right when it's done, bro. Oh, it's so good. Fixed text clipping issues and chat spacing / lag caused by chat. Can't really showcase. I never really had any text clipping issues, to be honest. But as you can see, chat looks a little different, and apparently it's more optimized. So this shouldn't be causing as much lag. I did a possum fight earlier. It was like lag free. It was so good. So lag has been reduced quite a bit this update. So hopefully a lot of you people on low end PCs won't really have too many issues now. They also buffed possum drop rates, which if we go into the bounty book here, if I am correct, all the weapons were buffed by 2 times. So before they were 0.2%. So basically double the drop rate on the weapons now. Looks like scrap bow was removed. Thank God. That should have never been added to the loot pool. It just doesn't make any sense for that to be there except to clog the loot pool. And then curse scrolls were increased by 0.5%. So not a huge increase on curse scrolls, but to be honest, curse scrolls were already pretty good as they were. It was really just the weapons, but now curse scrolls will be more common. And honestly, I accept any increase to curse scrolls. It's super good change. Pristine and legendary variants were buffed. So now they still give the XP, but they also have, I think, like 3 times. I think they increased the bonus attack from the variant by 3 times. I'm pretty sure you can get like plus 36 extra attack on legendary forgotten weapons. And that also applies offhand as well. So you'll get the attack bonus from the legendary variant when it's on your offhand, and it will apply to your main hand. So I could be wrong about that, but it's so good. Classes will no longer retroactively change HP from levels before the class. Basically, just for example, I'll use my ranger here. When you became a ranger, you would instantly lose like 20% of your HP. I don't know how long you guys have been watching me. If you guys remember, my ranger used to only have like 1100 HP. After the update, it went straight up to 1800. So now I'm no longer 2-shot to like Possum or 3-shot to Possum. So this is a buff to some classes. It's also a nerf to some classes, which I actually don't really like, because Knight no longer gets the big HP bonus whenever you become a Knight. So its HP for Knight, or the HP for Knight, is now super low compared to what it used to be. And I feel like that defeats the purpose, because when you go Knight, you want to be tanky. Before, for the hardest HP content, or the hardest PvE content, which is Spider Queen Insane, Vit Knight almost not viable at all. You couldn't run Vit Knight in SQR Insane. You had to go block chance to have like a viable tanky build. You had to have at least 50% block chance, and even at 50% block chance, still not that good. So now for Vit Knights to get nerfed, and they no longer have as much HP, I just wouldn't even take a Knight unless it's like a hard block chance Knight into SQR. So it's unfortunate. I hope they somewhat revert that change, at least for the Knights. But Berserkers lost a little bit of health. That's pretty, I don't know. I don't really play Berserker. I think that's probably fine. Ranger got buffed for health. A lot of other classes probably got a little bit of buff to health, maybe, but I don't know. All I know is that Ranger benefited a lot from this, and I'm happy about that. Knight didn't benefit at all from this. It actually got nerfed pretty hard from it, and I don't like that. So I'm pretty neutral about the update. And then other minor changes and improvements. So that's all they said. I don't know what it means, but yeah. All right, that's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This is a pretty cool update. The fame system is kind of cool. I'm not so sure about the HP change that they did, but I'm going to be working on getting myself a green tier shield, since you can now curse shields. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.